There's a common stereotype, specifically for UK students, that every student is broke. I mean, that was definitely true for me when I was in university. However, one day, as I was sat in my university dorm room thinking about the jobs that I could apply to that I didn't really want and the lack of funds in my bank account, I thought to myself, there's no way that every single university student is broke. Some people have got to be doing something differently to make money online while in university. And it was only when I started doing my research for hours and hours every single day, I came across a method that allowed me to make money online while in university, while at the same time getting better grades in my exams. Now, I know you're probably thinking that's impossible, it can't be true. How is it that by working on your online business, you get better grades? The two shouldn't be able to coexist. But there is a method. And that is exactly what I'm going to show you in this video. In today's video, I'm going to try and convince you to sell your knowledge online as a UK university student in order to make money by teaching what you learn in university online. And there's a few reasons. Reason number one is to make more money. Now, who doesn't want to make more money? Specifically as a university student, because we're all broke anyway. I remember being in university not too long ago. I was broke. All my friends were broke. Everyone I knew didn't have that much money, and if they did, it was from their parents. They weren't making it themselves. So the first reason why you should sell your knowledge online is to simply make money. And I don't care why you want to make money, whether you want to pay your rent, pay your bills, send money to your family, or whether it's just to pay for a night out or to go on dates with women. I don't care why you want money, but I know for a fact that you want money. The second reason you should be selling what you learn in university online is because it helps you learn faster. Now, there has been studies done that show the best way to learn something fast and to retain it in your memory is to teach it. Therefore, by taking what you learn in lectures and teaching that stuff online, whether it's through mentorship or video courses, you are automatically going to have a better knowledge base, and you're going to remember it better, and hence you're going to learn it quicker and better too. Just quickly, if you want to know exactly how to make money online as a UK university student by selling what you learn in university, then check the top link in the description. That will take you to my product, which is basically a community and a video course to walk you through a step-by-step guide to make money online. So I highly recommend you check that out. I think personally it's very valuable. The third reason you should be teaching your knowledge online is because you make clearer notes. Simply when you're in lectures, when you're watching your online lectures back, when you're learning from the tutors in the small classrooms, your notes probably aren't that good. However, when you know that you have to take those notes and then go and teach someone, your notes become 10, 20 times better. You start to only include the important things and negate the things that don't really matter. You start to use the 80-20 rule, meaning 20% of the topics or the questions will appear 80% of the times in exam. And this will come naturally to you, this clearer, more in-depth note-taking situation. So it's a pretty nice benefit, but not as nice or as juicy as the next couple that I'm going to go through. Reason number 4, which in my personal opinion is a huge one, is a change of perspective. Now, the perspective change that we're going to be going through is from a consumer to a creator. Listen, when you know that you're going to have to take what you learn and teach it or create something out of it, I swear to God, your brain just changes. You go from this consumer scroller, doom scroller type of person to someone who takes in every little detail around them and thinks, can I take this idea and add it to my thing? Can I take this idea and add it to my course, to my community? You see the world in a completely different perspective. For example, I can't now watch a movie or watch a YouTube video without looking at the editing, looking at the lighting, looking at the script, how this person says it, why this person says it. Because I've been creating for so long, I've now developed a creator's mindset, and it's a completely different mindset from the consumer's mindset. All us creators, we're behind like this curtain, and we're just looking in at the world of consumers. We see you people as below us or less perceptive as us. We just think you're a different species of people. And you might be thinking, oh, that's a bit harsh, that sounds harsh. Yeah, it is. But in all honesty, you need some harsh truths in order to actually change your life. So I'm telling you this now. We see just consumers, when I see someone just scrolling TikTok or Instagram, I think you're never going to make it. You have no idea what you could potentially be doing. You have no idea what the creator economy is actually like. And every single day it's growing and growing and becoming more competitive. And every day you're not creating is a less chance of you joining us behind the curtain. So change your perspective from a consumer to a creator. It's something that I talk about in my course as well. I just think it's very, very important. The fifth reason is you'll have a more in-depth understanding of your topics. So I know from my university lectures that everything was kind of surface level. There was no why underneath it. It was this happened, do this, this. It was just kind of like lists of surface level things. Now, when you start to teach these things, when you start to teach other people the things that you are learning in university, you start to develop a deeper understanding. Why? When you need to know in-depth reasoning behind what you're actually teaching. For example, in this video, I don't just say, oh, step number 1, do this. Step number 2, do this. Step number 3, do this. I go into detail of why. Why should you teach online? Well, one reason is because it helps you learn better. But why does it help you learn better? Well, there's studies shown that when you teach, it increases the memory and it increases the amount of time that information stays in your mind. That's a why. I've had to do research into this. I've had to find out why. Whereas in university, in the lectures, usually it's just like the answer would be, you know, someone would ask you, why should you teach your knowledge online? And then your answer would be kind of, because it helps you learn better. And then you move on to your next point. But there's no understanding of why it helps you learn better. What actually happens to the brain, the subconscious mind, the conscious mind when you start to teach these things instead. So you'll find yourself having a deeper, more in-depth understanding of the topics that you are learning. And reason number 6, which is a big one, is you become more productive. You have to have a routine. When you start doing what I did in university to make money online, and what you learn throughout my course, is that you have to be productive. You have to have a routine. Otherwise, you're going to be scattered all over the place. University is already chaotic enough as it is from the randomness. You'll need some order in some sort of routine. So by knowing that you're going to be teaching on a regular basis what you learn in university online, it kind of forces you to get a routine. And when you have a routine, that's when you can start becoming productive. That's when you can start adding and removing things that make you work more efficiently. Like I said, I go into way more detail about this in my course, but what you need to know on this video and what I'm trying to say to convince you to start teaching online is you become way more productive. And it's similar to the consumer creator type situation where we're kind of behind this curtain. The creators are behind a curtain, the productive people are behind this curtain. We're looking in on the non-productive people and thinking, wow, you're making so many mistakes, you could be way better than you actually are, you're not living up to a percentage of your true potential. So by teaching what you learn online, it forces you to become productive. Like I said at the start, this is what intelligent students are doing. Now there's a small window that you can get in as well, and by the time you're seeing this video, I don't know if it's too late or not. I don't know if all the university students have already seen my videos and they've taken the opportunity, but I'm hoping that you still have a chance now, and the only way to guarantee that is to take action. I have a link in the top of the description that will take you to my community, and in there I will teach you the exact step-by-step method. I will literally hold your hand so you cannot fail through this whole blueprint, how to make money online, how to sell, all these good stuff. So I'm not going to try and sell you on that anymore or convince you anymore. I've done that enough in this video. The only thing I want to say is have a good day. Peace out.